welcome to Compai's Expat channel, everything expat. Today, we're back in the studio with Manny from The Good Life Sosua. Our last video, we talked about location, and how to find a good rental property. So today we're going to talk about that rental property with studio, a one bedroom and a two bedroom. What can you expect in rental income?
Okay, hello my friends, my name is Manuel from The Good Life Sosua. So I'm gonna tell you what you can expect from, let's say, the income from the, let's say, studio. A studio, normally you can charge, let's say, from $40 to $50 per night, but you must understand that not every time you get fully booked. In case that you get like a long-term renter, maybe you can get clean, like net, let's say 700, 800, maybe at one bedroom you can get, well, all depends, because my apartment, well, the apartment I sold is getting like 1400, sometimes 1500 net. So all depends what amenities you provide and how good looking is your apartment. You can have a nice income with the one bedroom apartment. And the two bedroom apartment, it's unbelievable, but sometimes with the one bedroom you can earn more money than the two bedrooms. The reason is that here in Sosua we have more solo travelers. And since we have more solo travelers, you can charge, let's say like that. I have two one bedroom. You can't charge, let's say, double as the one bedroom apartment. That doesn't work. If you're charging, let's say, $70 per night for one apartment, normally you can charge $90, max 95, or let's say $100. Because if not, you will get empty. No one will book, and yeah, that's the market here in Sosua.
Well, as my mom used to say all the time, Johnny, your business is heads on beds.
Yeah, yeah,
Heads on beds.
yeah.
But we're going to talk about specifically a certain location. We're going to talk about what we believe is the sweet spot from Sosua.
Yes.
So let's back up and make sure everybody understands what we mean by that. Think of a rectangle. One side of the long rectangle is the highway. The other side is the ocean. So that leads, we need to fill in that rectangle. So we're going to go from Playa Sosua, and we're going to go along Pedro Kilasante. And we're pretty much going to stop at Club Residencial. And we believe this is the sweet spot if you're looking to make money on rental income. This area has a plethora of studios, one bedrooms, and two bedrooms. And that's why we're specifically talking about these kinds of apartments. Now, I have three studios, I have 6 one bedrooms, and I have 1 two bedroom. Manning was spot on with his numbers. And guys, we don't sit down and talk numbers and stuff like that before we get into the videos. We don't rehearse nothing. Yeah. We basically run in here, set everything up, and start filming. So we get an outline what we're going to talk about, and this is all off the cuff. So if you watch my reactions to what Manuel's saying, you can see me nodding my head going, yeah, that's pretty much it. And he's doing the same thing. So this isn't rehearsed. So Manning was spot on. He said between 40 and 50 for a studio. I get 50 a night for my studios all day long. My monthly rate on my studios is $775. Get that consistently. But what do you need in a studio? I honestly believe to have a successful studio, you need a well-defined sleeping area. You need a well-defined sitting area, a small living room, and you need a kitchen. My studios don't have ovens in them. They have a 2-burner cooktop. They have obviously the bathroom is separate, but they have to be laid out correctly. They have to be comfortable. They have to have a good flow. The studios are my budget travelers. They're the guys that want to come in. They're on a tighter budget. I rent my studios out very, very well. How do your studios rent? What do you think about that?
Yeah, for example, to be honest, I don't have like a studio. I just, well, soon I will have studios, but I have one bedroom apartments. So all depends the season. I'm constantly like moving prices, lowering, putting higher the prices. All depends. But my starting price is like $45 for a one bedroom apartment. But the thing is that the electricity is not included. And the good thing about it is that if you book 5 days, we include a free cleaning service so you can stay longer with us. So that's the catch of the business here. So in the two bedrooms, um, it's a bit different because I charge from 95 to $100. But if I see that the place is like empty for 2 weeks, I just lower it down to 80, sometimes $75 just to pay pay all the bills and everything because once you have all the bills paid, you can put whatever price you want and all depends how much earning you want to have.
Now, I'm able to run things a little different than Manuel because I'm not a property manager. I own Casa De Compai. So I don't have to answer to a homeowner that says, I don't want to have to pay condo fees this month. I don't want to have to pay for the cleaning. So what I do with my two bedrooms, I only have one, but what I do with my two bedroom is I lock one bedroom door. Now I have a two bedroom
Yeah.
because your bread and butter down here is your one bedroom condos. And that's why we're talking about studios and two bedrooms before we really get into the bread and butter of the conversation.
Yeah.
But what I find with the two bedrooms, there's also a lot more work that goes into the two bedroom. Because when you get two guys that are down here for a weekend tearing it up, you got double the problem.
Yeah.
Because they feed off of each other. They drink more. They're out longer. They come back in. They're two guys in the apartment. They're ruckus. They're loud. I'm not a big fan of the two bedroom because it's exactly like Manuel said. This is a solar traveler town, and it's the volume of wear and tear in the two bedroom for me doesn't offset the wear and tear that happens in the two bedroom. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like that. And at the end, if you see the income, like normally you have more income in a one bedroom apartment. And sometimes guests doesn't want to pay for a two bedroom. Yes, at the end you will see that normally in a one bedroom apartment you will get like more bookings than a two bedroom apartment. Sometimes it can't be like that. Sometimes maybe in a two bedroom you can have more income. So it's like more or less. But normally in a one bedroom apartment you have more income and the occupancy rate will be higher.
The occupancy rate, absolutely. But getting back to the two bedroom real quick before we move on to the one bedroom, for a two bedroom to be successful, in my personal opinion, it needs to have two king beds. It needs to be two bathroom. If you have a two bedroom that's a one bathroom, that's a hard sell because no grown man wants to share a bathroom. And the other thing, when you have a two bedroom, you will get the snowbirds who will come down here with another couple to split the cost, especially when you're dealing with the Canadians, as an example. Their currency isn't as strong as the American dollar. So if they can get a two bedroom and split it with another couple, it's cheaper than them renting a one bedroom by themselves. And now you got four people living in your two bedroom and the Canadians, the snowbirds, they come down for multiple months. That's a lot of wear and tear. I personally believe if you want to have rental income on a consistent basis in the sweet spot of Sosua, it's a one bedroom condo.
Yes.
And let's get into why the one bedroom condos are your bread and butter.
And another thing, my friends, when you come here to Sosua, where do you stay? Please write it here in the comments so we can read it. And yeah, in case we can help you out, set you like in Casa De Compai or one in our properties. But yeah, in the comments down below, please tell us where do you stay when you come here to Sosua
And why?
and why.
Why
Yes.
why are those places that you want to rent to? Because it's not that we're being nosy and trying to figure out why are you not renting with us. We want to see what the market dictates. And then people who watch this video, read the comments, who want to be entrepreneurs, can get your input as the consumer.
So yes,
One bedroom.
so
What does a one bedroom need to be truly successful?
okay, so for the one bedroom, at least for my properties and my experience that I have, obviously you must have a AC in the living room and bedroom. Normally in summertime here in Susu is really hot. So some, in, for example, when I first started, I have guests that canceled the reservation because they couldn't handle the heat in the living room, and I bought a standing fan to them, and still was actually really hot. So if you have a AC in the bedroom and living room, it will be good. Also TVs. Two TVs will be good. For example, imagine you laying in your bed watching TV, it will be good. And if you have visits that you don't want that they enter to the bedroom, they can watch TV in the living room as well. Also, good kitchen with all the how it's called, the
Utensils,
utensils, uh, maybe like
pots, pans.
pots, pans, good quality pots, pans, because normally here we have very cheap material. But if you buy, let's say in the States or in, well, here you can buy, but it's really expensive. It's normally it's better that you buy it from the States, good quality, and it will be cheaper. And maybe half bathroom as well, it will be good. Balcony as well, awesome. And yeah, what else, John?
Well, let me back
Oh
up.
yeah, hot water. That's very important.
You know, certain things we just take for granted coming
Yeah.
from North America. But good point. Let's delve deep in all the things Manuel said. As a homeowner, if you're gonna rent out your apartment, AC, it has to be an inverter
Yes.
style AC. What does that mean? That means it's efficient. That means it converts the AC electricity and converts it to DC electricity. That makes it much more efficient because you have to charge electricity to the customer. Because how many times have we seen it, Manuel?
Yeah.
We walk in an apartment, the AC is on 62, the windows are open, the patio door is open, and they're like, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
See it all the time. Or why is my bill $80 on a 7-day stay? What you want to make it as efficient as possible. The other thing now is you said TVs.
Yes.
If you're getting into the rental game and you want to be successful, you want to have smart TVs.
Yes.
And eventually, when I replace TVs, all the TVs now are smart. My goal is to get rid of the local cable company because I can't stand the local cable company. Their product's horrible, absolutely horrible. I have more problems with the cable company. They're like water, electricity, traffic, the cable company. The reason we're laughing is because you don't have to know what we got to deal with.
Yeah.
Please don't ask me to upgrade TVs, the TV channels. It's a nightmare. But okay, I'm done with my rant. But as a business owner, if you can have smart TVs and just get as many Netflix channels as you want, that'll be a home run. It'll be passworded just like your Wi-Fi. You said TVs. We talked about that. King size bed.
Yes.
At best, queen. Anything harder than a queen is
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
I have fulls in my full size beds, which are just a smidge under a queen. In my studios, you can get away with it in a studio. You will not get away with it in a one bedroom.
Yeah.
You will not get rentals.
Yeah.
King size bed. And make it a good Sealy double pillow top
Yes.
bed. Because what you want to do is you want to flip and rotate.
Yeah.
Flip and rotate.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that big hump in there.
Yeah.
Because you will get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, these are all the little things, man. This is years of experience we're giving you guys.
And